Ever notice where someone's feet are pointing to you? Maybe their body is facing you, but their feet are turned toward the door, and suddenly feel like they want to be anywhere but here? That tiny detail most people never even think to look for.
It seems like a tiny detail, right? Feet are way down there, out of sight, easy to ignore. But what if I told you that small, unconscious foot direction is one of the most honest signals in body language, screaming whether someone is genuinely interested, engaged, or secretly planning their escape? Most people walk past this truth every single day.
Today, we're exposing the hidden truth about feet direction, one of the most powerful yet most overlooked subconscious cues in human communication, something that's been right in front of you, or rather right below you, this whole time. By the end of this video, you'll instantly know if someone likes you, wants to leave, or is just being polite. No guessing, no confusion, just the truth, written in their feet. Stick around till the end, because this one insight could change how you read people in dates, meetings, friendships, and every conversation forever. Once you see it, you can never unsee it.
If you're ready to master this secret body language signal and level up your people reading game, smash that like button right now. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next hidden truth exposed. Let's dive straight in.
Let's start with why feet are so important and why most people completely ignore them. We spend so much time watching faces, but the real story is happening much lower.
FBI body language expert Joe Navarro calls feet the most honest part of the body. Why? Because we control our face, hands, posture, and words consciously, but feet are usually completely out of awareness. When the brain feels conflict, I have to stay polite, but I really want to leave, the feet leak the real intention first, before the mouth can say a single word.
Feet don't lie. If someone's torso and head are facing you, but their feet are pointed toward the exit, their subconscious is already halfway out the door. Their body stayed, their mind already left.
If both feet are pointing directly at you, their attention and interest are fully on you. That's not an accident. That's the subconscious saying, you have my full, undivided focus.
But here's the first big twist almost everyone misses. Feet direction isn't always obvious. It's subtle, it's quiet, and it changes with context. You have to know what to look for.
In a group conversation, feet can point to the person they like most, or the exit they want. In dating, feet pointing toward you is one of the strongest signs of attraction, stronger than eye contact or smiling. Think about that for a second.
Think about this real-life scenario most of us have experienced. You're on a date. Conversation is okay, but nothing amazing. There's small talk, a few laughs, but something feels slightly off. You notice their upper body is turned toward you, smiling, nodding, but their feet are pointing toward the door or the way out. The upper body is performing politely. The feet are being completely honest.
Most people think they're enjoying this. Wrong. Their feet are telling the truth. They're mentally checking out, looking for an escape route. The body is polite, but the subconscious wants to leave, and the feet already know it.
Now let's break down the different types of feet direction and what they really mean, because not every foot position sends the same message. Context matters, but the signals are surprisingly consistent.
First type, feet pointing directly at you. Both feet aim straight toward you. This is pure interest and genuine engagement. Their subconscious is saying, I want to be here. I want to stay close to you. It's one of the clearest green lights in body language. In dating or flirting, this is one of the strongest attraction signals you'll ever see. In meetings or friendships, it means you're the most important person in this conversation right now. You have their complete attention.
Second type, feet pointing away, toward exit or door. Feet turn toward the door, exit, or another direction. Classic I want to leave signal. Even if their face is smiling and body is facing you, feet reveal the truth. They're mentally already gone.
This is very common in boring conversations, uncomfortable dates, or when someone feels trapped but is too polite to say so. The face lies. The feet confess.
Third type, feet crossed or locked. Ankle lock. One ankle locked over the other. This is a sign of defensiveness or deep discomfort. Similar to crossed arms, but happening lower. I'm holding myself in place. I don't feel safe or open right now.
Often seen in job interviews under pressure, heated arguments, or when someone is clearly hiding something they don't want to say out loud.
Fourth type, foot tapping or jiggling. Rapid foot tapping, bouncing leg, or shaking foot. Classic signs of impatience, anxiety, or plain boredom. Their body is saying, I need to get out of here, or I'm nervous about what you're saying. The energy has nowhere else to go.
Fifth type,
feet pointing towards someone else in a group. In a group setting, feet naturally point to the person they subconsciously like most or feel safest with. It's a silent, unconscious vote. You're the one I actually want to talk to right now.
But here's the dark psychology side most people never think about. Manipulators know this signal very well. In sales, negotiations, dates, or even interrogations, trained people control their upper body perfectly. Smile, eye contact, open posture. But they often forget about their feet.
They might force their torso toward you, while their feet quietly betray them by pointing straight to the exit. Smart observers always check down first, because feet never lie, even when everything else does.
Let's look at the science behind this. Joe Navarro, former FBI counterintelligence agent, explains in his book What Every Body is Saying that feet and legs are the least consciously controlled parts of the body, which means they leak true emotions first, before anything else. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that feet direction predicted genuine interest and disengagement more accurately than facial expressions alone, even in fast-paced speed dating experiments where everything happens quickly.
Another study showed that people whose feet pointed away from their conversation partner had significantly lower rapport scores and were far more likely to end the conversation earlier than those whose feet pointed toward the other person.
But feet direction alone isn't 100% proof of anything. Always look for clusters of signals together. Feet pointing away, combined with a fake smile and short one-word answers, they want to leave. Feet pointing toward you, combined with leaning in and open palms, that's genuine, real interest. Feet tapping, combined with checking the phone and crossed arms, pure impatience and total disinterest.
So what can you actually do when you spot this signal? First, and most importantly, don't call it out. Just observe quietly. Saying, "I noticed your feet are pointing away," will only create awkwardness and destroy the natural flow of the interaction. Second, subtly change your position. Shift slightly to block the exit direction or reposition yourself so their feet naturally have to point toward you. Small physical adjustment, big subconscious effect. Third, use open, engaging questions. What do you honestly think about this? Then watch carefully to see if their feet shift back toward you when they answer. Interest usually brings the feet back.
Fourth, mirror their interest intentionally. If their feet are pointing toward you, make sure yours point back toward them too. It builds subconscious rapport and signals that the connection is mutual and safe. Real-life examples to make this crystal clear. On a date, their feet point toward the door the entire evening. They're simply not feeling the connection, even if they're still smiling politely. Job interview, the interviewer's feet point toward the exit. They've already mentally evaluated you. Friendship talk, a friend's feet point towards someone else in the room. You're genuinely not their priority in that moment. Group hangout. One person's feet consistently point towards just one individual. That's who they're truly there to connect with tonight. Cultural note worth remembering. In some cultures, including Turkey, crossed ankles can also be a sign of respect or simple formality, not necessarily defensiveness or discomfort. Always consider the baseline behavior and overall cultural context before drawing conclusions.
Now here's the shocking truth that most people genuinely never stop to realize. Feet are the single most honest part of the human body. But almost nobody ever thinks to look down and check what they're saying.
Next time you're in any important conversation, casually, naturally, glance down at their feet. Are they pointing toward you or toward the exit? Your gut has always known something was off. Now your conscious mind will finally have the evidence to confirm it.
Awareness is your true superpower in human interaction. Once you genuinely start reading feet directions consistently, you understand people's real intentions faster than ever before. You protect yourself from fake politeness and hidden agendas, and you start building deeper, more real connections with people who actually want to be present with you. So, feet direction, not always immediately obvious to the untrained eye, but when you truly know what to look for and how to read it, it's almost always pointing you directly toward the truth.
Pause for just a second right now. Take a slow, deep breath and think back to your own life. When was the last time you noticed someone's feet quietly pointing away from you during a conversation, or pointing straight at you with full intention? What was actually happening in that moment? How did it make you feel inside?
Drop your real, honest story in the comments below. I personally read every single one and reply whenever I can.
Your experience might help someone else finally understand a situation they've been confused about for a long time.
If this video helped you decode hidden signals better and feel genuinely more in control in every interaction, smash that like button right now. It really helps these truths reach more people who need them. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. We're building this series together, one powerful hidden cue at a time. Thanks for watching all the way through. Remember, the lowest part of the body often reveals the highest truth. See you in the next video.